What are we gonna do? We're in debt up to our eyeballs as it is.
Well, we're just gonna have to cut back. No more vacations. Stop going out to fancy restaurants for birthdays. And you know, it wouldn't kill us to stop wearing designer labels.
Hell, whose life are you leading? We don't do any of that stuff.
The most deranged episode of Malcolm in the Middle is episode 2 of season 2, where the entire family is straight criminals. They break bad. Life is unfair. Hal is on a hunt for a reckless driver who speeds through the suburban road, endangering everybody.
And then you can arrest him and this whole thing will be over once and for all. I want some help protecting my family.
So you weren't held up at gunpoint?
All while the gang, Francis, Reese, Dewey and Malcolm are creating the greatest slingshot ever made. Hal is then joined by Lois after a direct insult to Mother Nature.
Good. Just let me talk to him. I got this whole thing straightened out in 2 minutes. Get the car.
They stalk the animal who committed climate change and actually steal the car, fantasizing about a Bonnie and Clyde type of life. Meanwhile, the gang is throwing away used diapers, bags full of heavy liquids, up to what looks like 3-4 kilograms, or a gallon. And I mean, come on, this dude is dead for sure. The penalties in California for felony vandalism may include a jail sentence of between 1 and 3 years and or a fine of up to $10,000 or even more if the damage is very extensive. This is a life-ruining night for the entire family. Meanwhile, these two, if filed as a felony, the maximum penalty one could receive for Grand Theft Auto is 3 years in prison, and if charged as a misdemeanor, the maximum penalty is a year in jail. Gone. This family should be behind bars. And yet, this is just a forgotten episode of a very famous TV show back in the 2000s. Malcolm in the Middle distinguishes itself from other sitcoms by being too real and yet somewhat fantastic.
That's not a flying chocolate maker.
I was thinking about how many sitcoms are always remembered with lots of love and sympathy, and this one feels like the less loved child for some reason. Everybody loves Friends. I hate Friends. I love this one, but it feels so lonely loving this show. But I figured that it's because Malcolm in the Middle hits too close to home by being a tale of a poor family, a dysfunctional family that is hopeless. Everything they do becomes a mess or a crime, and even when they do the right thing, they are punished. Like when Dewey steals a $150 bottle of cognac, and Lois takes it back to the store and makes Dewey apologize for it, to teach him good morals.
What do you mean fired? You can't fire me for this!
Sorry, store policy is very clear about stealing.
Doing the right thing was wrong. Doing the right thing sometimes will punish you. The entire series breaks the rules of sitcoms. Every episode must end with a happy ending. And every episode resets the character dynamics and characters don't grow. So if you watch season 3 episode 4 and season 17 episode 24, everything must be the same.
This right here is...
But no, Malcolm in the Middle most of the time has a bitter ending with even darker implications. How can we forget that time a multi-million company used Hal as a scapegoat for their fraudulent business, leaving the family with a $20,000 legal fees debt? No wonder he started cooking meth.
Things are finally back to normal. Well, except for the fact that Reese is still missing. Mom and Dad both don't have jobs, and we're $20,000 in debt.
This show shines light onto income inequality and social divide, on top of other struggles. The family does not realize that they are poor. They think they are middle class, but as we know, it's a myth. They struggle for every little expense, and every new child is a burden, and not something to cheer on.
Absolutely sure. Congratulations!
Oh my god, this is awful!
This can't be right. This must be some sort of mistake.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. We can't afford the children we have.
If this baby is half as bad as our least bad one, we're still ruined.
Oh, this has got to be some kind of cruel joke.
The parents don't have time to properly care for their children, thus creating trauma, which is used for laughs, yes, but not like other sitcoms do.
Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Stupid. 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 I hate you. I hate you. Then I worked on my triceps. Hey, no one likes math. Sorry.
It feels heavy and it sticks with you. After an initial chuckle, it gets sad pretty fast. This show aired in January 2000 and it's light years ahead of its time. Every episode feels like it was made today, or at least with today's issues, and I think it deserves more love, so yeah.